It's a strange question, Billy. I'm here because my son is getting married.
I know we weren't formally invited, Mr. Lewis, but I felt certain it was merely an oversight.
It is. So nice to see you both.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Miss.
Isn't this exciting? The Spauldings and the Lewises united at last. Our father would have been so pleased. Don't you agree?
Where do you think you're going, you big lummox?
Can you believe the nerve of that guy showing up here?
Billy, if you don't keep a lid on your temper, you are going to ruin your own daughter's wedding.
Okay. All right, I will try and keep a lid on my temper.
Such a pleasure to see you again, Mr. Marlowe.
Baroness?
I'll never be able to thank you enough for what you did at Mr. Raines's trial.
Oh, I was just doing my job.
Ah, but you did it so well.
We're very glad that you've come, Baroness. We're honored to have you as our guest.
I'm mighty surprised to see that you had time to attend this wedding.
Why is that, H.B.?
Well, what with the Spaulding Foundation letting loose a killer mouse in Springfield, I thought you'd be in a round-the-clock huddle with your lawyers.
Reverend Daly, excuse me. There was one little question I wanted to ask you about the Forgive me, I'll be right back.
This was a big mistake. I can't stand being in the same room with all these Lewises.
You'd better get used to it, darling. Unless you want to lose Philip altogether.
Listen, I'm sorry that I'm late.
You're not late. Mindy's just trying to get herself dressed.
She's just started? Oh, Mr. Lewis, I have such a busy schedule. I really don't have time to wait around.
Don't worry.
Trish? Yes. Let's go help Mindy get dressed. That's a good idea.
What a wonderful idea. May I join you?
Yes, absolutely.
Hello, darling.
Alan's here.
Yes, he came with the Baroness.
I know I wasn't invited, Philip, but I felt I wanted to share this day with you. I'm just sorry that things didn't work out differently.
Yeah, me too. We lost the bet. I'm sorry.
I know.
I can't believe this is happening.
I can. That's funny. But I always thought it was too good to be true.
No, it didn't have to end up this way.
I wonder. And the falling in love with Philip was like a dream. Right from the start.
A lot of it seemed more like a nightmare, if you ask me.
Not really. You know, when things got their worst, I always knew that Philip loved me.
Yeah. He'll always love you.
But now it's different. I have to wake up from that dream. To face reality.
Hey, never fear, Lou Jacket's here. Oh, I didn't know the lady was entertaining.
This is a private room, Lou Jack.
No sweat, okay? I'm sorry I interrupted. I just thought maybe you'd like to have a little brewski, you know, christen your room.
Maybe she would like you to keep out of here until you're invited in.
It's a nice idea, Lou Jack, but I don't drink.
You two look like you can use a little cheering up.
No, we're both fine.
Hey, look, there's a party downstairs.
At this hour of the morning?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Tony Reardon's brother just showed up and the joint's jumping. Look, why don't you two guys come downstairs, okay? And just get a load off your mind. We'll pop out a few jams, all right?
Why not?
There, now that's much better. You've got such pretty hair, we ought to show it off. Yes, you do. You have beautiful hair. There you go. Okay. Pretty.
May I?
Oh, what a beautiful brooch. It looks very, very old.
Yes, it's been worn by every Spaulding bride for 6 generations.
Really?
Now you will start the 7th. A lucky number, perhaps.
Oh, Mindy, how nice. And traditions, they're just so wonderfully reassuring, don't you think?
Oh, and so important to maintain.
Yes.
Especially where a family such as the Spauldings is concerned. Or the Chamberlains, of course.
Oh, thank you. Well, don't forget your husband's parents live on Helkine's, Baronet.
Oh, I'm not likely to do that, Miss Lewis.
Well, that's good. I'm sure the Baron would be very happy to hear that wherever he is.
You must remember, Mindy, being a Spaulding is not all wealth and privilege. There's the weight of family honor as well. That must always be considered.
I'm sure that Mindy will be able to bear up under it all somehow.
Never, never forget the responsibility that goes along with your new name. You're taking on a trust today, one which has been ably served by all the Spaulding men and women. You are now above the crowd. People will look to you as an example. You must uphold our standards impeccably. You see that, don't you, my dear? But I don't need to go on, so I'm certain you won't let us down. I really should be getting back to Alan. Poor man, I believe he's more nervous this morning than the happy couple. Remember, Mindy, from today on, you're a Spaulding.
Both feathers! What a load of great hog was! Listen, darling, you are a Lewis. Don't you ever forget it. You're right.
Sara Lee all-butter pound cake. Many people think it's perfect. Well, we did it again.
You couldn't do it again.
We did it again with Sara Lee's new